live, and we are ready to rock and roll up out here again. So, not alive tonight, let's go. So, personal growth and transformation. Chatting with me tonight, and we're talking about personal growth and transformation. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. Appreciate y'all. Thank you very much for being here. All right. So, things that I work on. Hello, Christy. Every single day. And I believe that these things can help you too. Because oftentimes we tend to focus so much on having the big businesses and a bunch of money, and we all want those things. Don't get me wrong. But if there are no businesses established for you right now, or you didn't establish any businesses right now, what else could you be doing with your life? And so that's a reasonable question to ask, a logical question to ask, I think. What else would you do? Sit back, do not do anything at all, just watch your life pass by. Um, you know, continue to live the same way day in, day out. Look, if your life is good and you are having great days and you are happy and fine, perfect. You might want to improve that, but don't change that. But let's say your life is not going well. Things are not going well. You are always in problems. Your emotions is sky high. You are all over the place. You are not committed to anything. You're not consistent. You are not disciplined. You start to grow a beer belly. You start to lose attraction. You are not in shape. Your life is not peaceful. It's not calm. Then, but you continue to exist the way how you are. I mean, what could you do differently from what you are doing now? At least, could you put yourself in a better situation? Could you put yourself in a better position? Could you relieve yourself of some of the pain and headache, heartache too, perhaps? You keep on making silly mistakes, same mistakes over and over again, repeating the same mistakes, um, just not navigating through life properly. What else could you do at this moment? Those were some questions that me personally, I sat down and I asked myself, because something called self analysis. All right, thanks, Christy. Something's called there's something called self analysis. You can analyze everything else outside of you. That's fine. But it's highly important that you analyze yourself, your movements, your patterns, your programs, your paradigms, the way how you live your life. You're gonna have, it's important that we take a look at those things as well. So analyze yourself. And then make the move to make the change, to implement those changes. And this is when it can get really hard here. It can become very difficult here because you do not know what to do. And this was one of the things that they told me. Hey, you know, you can become successful, you can be this, you can be anything you want, blah blah blah. And it sounded good at the time. And I'm listening to them. Alright, but yeah, but how do you do those things? Oh, you can become you can become better than how you are right now. You know, you can improve your life. And then they say, oh, personal development, personal growth, transformation, all these things. I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. But how do you do that? How do you make your life better? Because there has to be things that you do on a daily basis. Why? You want to have good days, right? Good days turns into good weeks. So let's say 7 days a week, 7 days in a week, and you know you have 2 days out of it which was not so good, but five of them were like really good. That's a good week. Okay, that good week. If you keep on having those good weeks, no, if you keep on having those good days will turn into good weeks. You keep on having those good weeks, and those good weeks will turn into good months, and naturally, those good months will turn into good years because that's what you need. And this is when you're gonna have to take a look at your own life and decide that you're gonna make the change. Implement the change, put in the change. Alright? Yep, here you go. Journaling, brainstorming, you know, start to think. So, transformation, transform your life, change your life, and you are the only person who can do this. By the way, no, there are no help. No, nobody's coming to save you. So we should probably forget about people coming to save us. It's just not gonna happen. We're gonna have to save ourselves here, right? So here we go now. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, yeah, you have to get honest there, and that's true. So we are going from where we are to where we want to be, and that's something that each of us has to go on this journey here for our own selves. You can collaborate and work with other people, because I myself do that too. I met up and I mastermind with my friend today. Outcomes were good, and we have some game plans. I know for sure I am going to follow through. Cause that's just me. Whenever I say I'm gonna do something, typically I do it. And I was there talking with him, and I said, we could do this, this, and this, and this. And he was like, oh, sure. And I said, yeah, boom. And I started to show him, this is how we can do it. And he said, all right, yeah, let's go. Because, masterminding, that's when we are talking to ourselves in private, so those things we discuss by ourselves. Uh, so, changing your life. There are things that you can do on a daily basis to make yourself look better and feel better. Because also, our goal here is to become valuable, make yourself more important than who you are right now. It That's just how it is. Or why I don't want to be important. Well, that's okay. That's fine. But have you ever seen the people who you typically go look to for help, maybe on YouTube, maybe on in some books or something like that. Other people are going to those people as well, whether to watch them in a seminar or some one-on-one coaching or something along those lines. They are people of importance. When they walk into the room, everybody knows their names. So yes, we want to make ourselves more important. And that's for us to do. Become more important, become more valuable, become more admirable, become more desirable. All right? So, we started off. One of my first thing that I would recommend to anybody who are about to get on their personal development, personal growth journey, transformation journey, get into the gym and start getting shape. If you haven't, if you are not doing that already, get into the gym, get in shape. Start doing the necessary work that needs to be done. Perfectly fine. Do the work. Hybrid fitness is what I prefer. That's my go-to. I like to run and I like to lift weights as well. Okay? So lifting weights and running. The two works perfect together. I see some people are showing different bodies online. Which one is better? The bodybuilder guy or the runner? Just do both. And so that way you don't have to worry about either one. Just do both. You'll be fine. Alright? So, fitness is where I would start. The next thing I will do, start to work on my attraction. You might not able to change your face. Some people just has better, I would say, they are more gifted in beauty. And they are. That's why you have all these male models. You have all these Miss Universe and Miss this and Miss that, and that is just how it is. We can't change that. Okay? So the guy is more luckier than you, and he's just fucking tall, handsome, good looking guy. Okay? We cannot change that. So let's say some, like a good portion of most of us, we are like 5'6" to 5'9", most of us, and you are in the average guy there. It's just average. That's what it is. But you can improve on yourself, make yourself more attractive, more appealing, more desirable, more admirable. Make yourself more important, more valuable. You can do these things, okay? Yeah, but I'm talking about do things natural here. We are doing things natural here because personally, I don't believe that, don't get me wrong, beauty works. One of the things that I heard about beauty, people trust you more. And that kind of makes sense to me when I think about it. If somebody said this person is ugly, not ugly in face, but as an ugly human being. It's a turned off. Okay? Well, if somebody say this person is wonderful, it's a turn on. So it kind of makes sense to me why people will have trust for people who are blessed in looks. Hey, we all came to this planet here with some kind of advantage. Find your advantage and use it. Or find your superpower and use it to your advantage. If somebody is beautiful, I think they should use that to open up doors for themselves. Okay? Some of you are kind. You are just kind. You like to give. That's up, I mean, but you're still gonna have to learn how to make sure that the wrong people don't take advantage of you. But aside from that, that is your power. You just have to know how to distribute it, who to give it to, who to give to. You know. So I believe that if people, if you have really, really good looking people, they should be able to use that to their advantage. Why not? Right? Some people are 6'5" and they get into football and they are really good at the game. That's an advantage. That's an area there where you can dominate and make a name for yourself there. Some people can talk, really, really good talkers. You can find them into universities. They are professors. They give lectures. They give talks. You know, they can do seminars and all these other things. So those are areas which those people are just naturally gifted. Some people can run hundreds of miles. What's the guy name? What's his name? Phelps, the swimmer. When I was reading up about him, I realized that his body type, his body shape a certain way, which made him such an effective swimmer. He has this natural big upper body and his little small, little tiny bottom. And he was built for that sport. If you put that guy, let's say, into football, wouldn't work too well for him. Some people are just better in certain areas, right? So, but you can make yourself more attractive. We want to put a few things together to improve our attraction, so we can become more visible, more stand out. We want some eyes on us. Right people see us, and doors can be opened up for us, because since as attractiveness, people are drawn to that in some way, shape, or form. So some things that I see actually work from studying, um, you know, from my own studies, from my own, gosh, what the word I'm looking for. Anyways, never mind. From my own observation, I look for the people I look for the things, or I look for the people who stands out the most for me. People who can give good lectures, educated people stands out for me. So that's something I incorporate there into making myself more attractive, is education, information. Love that. I am a information junkie. Fitness as well. That's another way how to make yourself more attractive, because it's known that people who are into fitness are more attractive. And also, over a period of time, I notice if I could control my emotions and bring it down to where I am experiencing peace into my life and calm, I realize that I feel more desirable. I feel more attractive. I feel more pleasant. I feel like I am more pleasant to be around. So these were some things that I incorporated to make sure that I am more attractive to the people that I am going to engage and interact with on a day-to-day basis. So I was gonna say something, but I kind of lost track of my thought there. But it might come back to me later on. So to make yourself more. So people can undo change their face and bodies with plastic surgery. Okay, I think I read that one before. Yeah. So these are things that you can do to actually make yourself. Oh, yeah, yeah. I was gonna say you are the most important piece of real estate, but it has to be developed. Developed. You are the most valuable, most valuable, you are the most valuable piece of real estate out there. It's just that it has to be developed. You have to put, you ever see those houses, big houses, very beautiful. You'd be like, man, I would like to live in one of those houses. It has to be built. Somebody has to develop that house, the foundation, everything, all that stuff. Dream. So you have to put that work in on yourself. Become like that beautiful house there, so that people would want to, I wouldn't say purchase you or buy you, but they would probably want to pay you in some shape or form for what you have developed into, who you are as a person, who you have become, and now you are in the marketplace, and people will pay for that beautiful piece of real estate which you have developed, which is yourself. I think somebody on here said, "Oh, endless growth." And one thing I learned from these personal development gurus, they said if you're not growing, you are dying. Which do you prefer? Endless growth or no growth at all? Or maybe a little growth here, because I don't want to grow too much. Yeah. I am not like that. I want to grow. I want to grow and I want to improve. I want to develop my piece of real estate. I want to become more attractive. I want to become more peaceful, more calm, more relaxed. So, things that helps me to stay peace, to stay peaceful and to stay calm. Fitness is a huge part of it. And also, read and listen to spiritual materials. Spiritual teachers who I can relate to. Dr. Joseph Murphy, Dr. Wayne Dyer are people. Oh, Miriam Williamson are somebody else too who I like to listen to. And also personal development. Bob Proctor, Dr. Bruce Lipton keeps me peaceful. And calmness. Fitness helps me to remain calm in a calm state as well. Listening to affirmations, a variety of affirmations, gratitude affirmations, happiness affirmations, I am affirmations. These are very helpful to me. And also, I need to keep on reminding myself in my head to stay peaceful, stay calm, stay peaceful. When those negative thoughts comes up, I counter it with staying calm, staying peaceful. I'm working on it, still working on it. It's not as easy to do. Triggers are there. Stop. Some unknown problems comes up, but I have to keep on reminding myself to stay in a peaceful, calm state. Don't freak out. I have to keep on checking my emotions, making sure that it's down here, and I'm above it, so I can control it. Keep it down. So we can make ourselves more attractive. That's something we can do. I heard about looks maxing and all these things and make your I and I'm okay with those things to a degree, but I kind of see attraction different from just in beauty only, because most of us will never get to that beauty standard. It's just because most of us are average people. That's it. Doesn't mean you are ugly or anything like that. You are just average, and it's normal and it's natural. When you talk to some of these girls and oh, I'm a 10. You don't need to be. Really, you don't need to be a 10. You don't. You are perfectly fine the way how you are. You can improve your attractiveness in many, many ways. I see a lot of people who I admire. I don't think they're not the most beautiful, good-looking person in the world. But they have certain qualities about them that is admirable. And we are drawn to those people based off of how they behave. Some people speak very softly. That's something that I'm drawn to. Like, wow, how the heck do you do that? I speak my voice is a little louder. You know. So other people have other attractive qualities about them. We're not gonna go off of looks maxing and your face and all of that stuff, which is true. So this is why you want to make sure that the way, because you're gonna get the chance to speak at some point to the right person or to the right people. You're gonna get the chance, and this is when, because you practice to the point, you practice, your vocabulary is better, your speaking is better, you are in pretty decent shape. You know, you're a bit more smarter than how you are, than how you were. Oh, some of these things. Maybe they heard good things about you from other people. That's one way too. Word of mouth. It's a good way how to sell yourself. Interact with them, talk to them, say hi to them. Oh, are you the guy that used to play pickleball with us? Yeah. How are you doing? I run now and I go to the gym now. So man, I need to come back and play with you guys again. But they still remembers me up until this day. This day. Okay? So you can make yourself more desirable, more attractive. And that's pretty much what I think that's what I aspire to do. Is to show people how to become more attractive. Attraction works. People want to be around you, they want to be in your company. Oh my god, you are so smart. You have a bank of knowledge. Oh, you are in pretty great shape. You go to the gym, you run. Oh, you have all these friends, you know all these people. You know? Connection, you have all these connections. It's attractive. Make you are able to network and do all these things. Like I say, develop your piece of real estate. Bring yourself to the marketplace. There has to be some buyers. I'm not saying you should sell yourself and sell out. We don't do that. We're not purchasable. You can purchase value. You can pay us for our value. That way. That's what I'm talking about. Bring yourself to the marketplace so people can pay you for your value. Because you have value. You just need to develop yourself. Okay? But alright then folks, Rayan here coming to you with a brand new video. I'm looking forward to see you soon in a new video. And bye for now. Take care. Have a good night. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. Bye bye.